The women on the spew back at it again. And y'all know I'm going for both teams. Comment down below who y'all got. I think the fix is in. Our Chiefs gonna win it. I want either team to win. I want the Eagles or the Chiefs to win. But I do want to see history. Y'all know I love Kansas. I love my Chiefs as a tad bit more than them Eagles. But you know. But then I see this woman with an Eagles. What she got a floaty on? What is this? What they call that thing? She got an Eagles life jacket on. She make the Eagles look bad. Now I kind of don't want I really want the Chiefs to win now. Now that I see this lady sitting up here with them with this Eagles puffer on. She got a puffer coat, a puffer vest on, a life jacket. Look like she from the cry. Cause they ain't gonna have they got rid of all this woke crap that should have never been implemented to begin with, in my opinion.
As I said, the Super Bowl is this Sunday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And for the first time in history.
Look, and she finna cry too. A disgrace.
A sitting president will be at the game.
Yeah, he's gonna be there. He's gonna be there. Our president. And 70% of America is happy about it. Probably 90% now. Landslide. He won 3 elections, ma'am. You doggone right. He's gonna be at the game. Ain't nobody was at the game these past couple of years. One of the biggest games out of the year. But again, these the women on the spew, so you got to get you a bag. I got everybody a bag. If you need a bag, I got one for you. Cause you never know, you might. We don't. Right now, the economies are still a little iffy. The Trump administration is working on it, but until we can afford them cleaning supplies, I got bags for everybody. Cause these women on the spew, what comes out their mouth, it might make you nauseous. So I got you a bag. Let me know if you need it. Now I got you a bag. I got you a bag now. I got everybody a bag. You never know when them bags come in handy. Amen. Can I get an amen? Amen. Amen. You never know when them bags come in handy.
And it's already setting off controversies. Like after the NFL decided to edit their "End Racism" slogan in the end zone for Sunday's game.
Yeah, I never should have been there to begin with. Yeah, that's just, yeah. Again, a lot of this woke crap, all this, you know. Yeah, that's the reason it still exists. I'm just saying. I know some people say, Rick, come on, Rick. I'm just saying. Should have never been bought to begin with.
Now it's going to read "Choose Love." The NFL says...
And that sounds beautiful. Choose love. One love to the human race, whoopee turds. One love. Choose love. God is love. Spread the love. That's what need to be put down. Love. But they want everybody so divided.
It has nothing to do with the new president attending.
Man, she looks constipated, man. Oh boy, she ain't been to sleep. She been constipated ever since November 5th. This poor woman.
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Hey. Why this beat so cold?
We will make America proud again. And you try to we will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
I'm gonna bring a special guest on because I've seen a lot of you guys sent this to me. It says, Rick, get into this. They y'all love when he posts and want me to react to his reaction. So we're gonna have a little bit of fun, man. We got to bring my brother Brandon on, man. Shout out to Officer Tatum, y'all. We gotta do it, man. It's what the people want, man. We got to have fun. Y'all know we just keep it real, man. You know, they already drag us conservatives through the mud, you know, for speaking the truth and calling it for what it is. But let's go and get into this. But hey, y'all comment down below who y'all got, man. Eagles or the Chiefs? I say the fix is in with the Chiefs. I want either team to win, but knowing how how the currency work and the money and NFL and Taylor Swift, and now you got MAGA, Trump showing up. Oh, and then you know how MAGA is with the Chiefs. You know, I think the Chiefs, the fix is in. The refs had a meeting earlier today. They all met. The referees, the officiators. Yeah, they all met in the same room today. And they had a private conversation. I think the fix is in. I don't know. Them Eagles like, oh, Rick, don't say that. I'm just saying now, y'all know I want Philly to get them one, get their lick back. That's what we call it. Get your lick back. But I also want to see history. A three-peater. Never been done. You know? And then our president's there is going to even make it even more sweeter. And they going to B-roll in on Taylor Swift every other commercial break. Every time her man catches the ball. Every time Pat Mahomes gets a first down. That's just how it works, y'all. And y'all know I was one of those ones that was pissed. I seen Taylor Swift 90% of the Super Bowl against the 49ers, man. I was pissed. And then I had to realize what the NFL is doing. You know, that's how they keep the engagement. That's how they got all of her fans, everybody watching. It brings more money in. And they don't even know how to spell football. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, a lot of them don't even know what's going on. They just ready for them to B-roll in on Taylor Swift. The sad truth. I know y'all don't want to hear the truth, but that's the truth.
Let me say this before we start. If you were wondering, I would argue. Let me not say that. Let me leave that alone. Just roll the clip.
Oh boy.
As I said, the Super Bowl is this Sunday.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And for the first time in history,
She finna cry.
the sitting president will be at the game. And it's already setting off controversies. Like after the NFL decided to edit their End Racism slogan in the end zone for Sunday's game, now it's going to read Choose Love. The NFL says it has nothing to do with the new president.
I forgot. I need to put because what the View does, they like to block our video. And they like to block our video, man. We're going to put it. Hopefully we don't get blocked. Hopefully we'll be all right. We'll see.
Attending. What do you think of this rewrite?
I think this a little fishy and shady because what the NFL
spokesperson
said, he said the decision was based on sensitivity to recent tragedies, including the terrorist attack in New Orleans, the deadly wildfires in LA, and the fatal air collision near DC. And I think that those are very noble things to honor and discuss. But I don't know how Choose Love, and It Takes All of Us relates to that. So it seems to me like the end racism probably has a lot to do with
just
the
when you
fact
think
that
it don't get worse, it gets worse.
And I don't know what everyone at this table thinks, but I don't think racism is over. And I think that it is a very noble thing to want to end racism so that we can become a more perfect union.
But I would note, Roger Goodell actually came out and said that he wasn't going to be ending DEI after some of
That was probably one of the worst takes we've heard. I know, y'all. What a disgrace. But coming from a race baiter, and it's always black this, white supremacy, nobody's surprised. I know.
a lot of major companies in America were saying that they were going to roll back some DEI. Roger Goodell, the chairman of the NFL, said that he I had to double check that. Said that he wouldn't be. So and because of that,
I knew it was coming.
Two things here. First and foremost, choosing love and unity is incredibly more important and totally relevant to all the things that go on in our society. Second of all, ending racism in a Super Bowl where both of the quarterbacks and both of the running backs and majority of the players playing on the field, think about how stupid this is. We want to tout end racism when both of the quarterbacks that's playing in the thing are both black, the running backs are black, all of the top wide receivers are black, everybody in the stands are white, and the coaches are white. So all the millionaire players playing on the team that everybody came to watch are mostly black, and the coaches are coaching black guys, and the players are responding to the white coaches, and the people in the stands are majority white, cheering on black people that's making top 1% earners. That's the racism has ended. Ain't nobody in the Super Bowl thinking about racism. As if Trump don't want to end racism in America. These people are so stupid.
Crazy, bro.
You know, he want to take the sign down and choose unity and faith and love for all. Dang, these people are stupid.
Crazy,
and
man.
then she's stupider than stupid. Roger Goodell said he's not going to end DEI. So there's DEI in the NFL. You a lie. You a MF lie. Ain't no DEI in the NFL. If that was the case, they'd be putting more white boys in the NFL. It's majority black. And the country ain't majority black. So let's make it equity, inclusion, and delusion. Put some women in the NFL. Put some drags in the NFL. And make sure you put more white people in the NFL. And Asians. And Mexicans. If you sense diversity, inclusion, and delusion. Shut the front door, man. That team gonna be full of black people as long as they performing. Anyway,
let's be real.
Not sure that I would be able to assign motive that this is some kind of a change to appease Donald Trump because he's not in the actual action of the policy. I kind of saw it as maybe more all-encompassing of a number of tragedies and hardships that the country's dealing with. It's been a brutal month. Like, think of everything that's happened. I hate to say this, like, I was thinking, oh yes, it's in New Orleans. It was just a month ago there was this massive terrorist attack. I'm gonna not jump to the decision there that it may have been to try to appease him. I will say this. I generally don't like hashtag activism because I think that it could become a lazy way to not actually engage in the space. That said, I would question myself on that because I try to wear the hostage pin every day. This isn't freeing the hostages, but it's a little thing that means so much to the community it represents. So on that side, I do understand why people would like to see it there, but hopefully this represents all of those issues.
How long has end racism been in the end zone?
2021.
Since
4 years.
Okay,
Probably
this-
after George Floyd.
This speaks more to my lack of watching the actual game and focusing on eating the food, watching the commercials, and the halftime show. But I just learned about this end racism when the topic was brought to me. So I was like, does everyone know about it? I think if you're going to take something that important away, you don't put anything there. If you're saying we're going to take that away, because it creates a false equivalent and minimizes the importance of the original message.
Yeah.
So,
hey, think about this for a minute. Hold on.
boy, yes,
think about this. How many redneck racists or black thug racists are out there saying, you know what? When I was betting on that Super Bowl game and I was waiting for my guy to get his points in the end zone and I saw end racism, you know what? I decided I wasn't going to hate white people no more. The guy in the cornfield somewhere saying the N-word every 5 minutes and he hate every black man that he's ever seen. He even hate his hair because it's black. He hate the tires on the tractor because it's black. That man ain't looking at no NFL and saying, you know what? I think I can let these still live around me because I see that sign there in the back of that end zone. Ain't nobody doing that. If you racist, you racist. They don't care. I mean, and I think it's so rare today that people are racist anyway, man. You ain't gonna never get nowhere being a racist.
Facts.
Not unless you live in a small town with number whites, or you live in a small town, number blacks, a number.
And that's
Mexicans.
usually where you see it, like small towns. You know, still good in known sundowns. You know, and we still got some of those over here in Texas. But even in some of those areas, it's all just washed, you know.
It's nothing but Asians. Maybe you can get away with being racist. But if you out in the real world, nobody want to be around you. You're not going to get it. You're going to be mad every day. There's nothing but diversity all over the United States of America. Every time you turn the TV on, whatever. That's how we've been for I don't know how many decades. But a little sign in the end zone ain't going to stop somebody from being racist. And if it could, then you could put in the end zone, stop having kids out of wedlock. Y'all should be putting stuff all over the end zone. Stop having kids out of wedlock. What else y'all want to say? Stop unaliving the unborn. if they want to vote for Kamala Harris, if those slogans work, then put your messages in the end zone all the time and maybe people react to it. Don't go to a school with an AR-15. They put that in the back of and that kid that got everything to lose or nothing to lose, go to a school, and on his way to the school, he looked at the NFL end zone and said, you know what, I shouldn't go do this because the NFL said that I shouldn't do this. Y'all stop.
Crazy,
what it
man.
is ignorant black people or dumb liberal white people trying to virtue signal. Yeah. I'm virtuous because I got the sign that say end racism. Why y'all you ending racism while being racism? Being racist.
Exactly.
It actually makes no sense.
Exactly.
Is that the end of the clip? Oh, we got 2 more minutes. Come on, roll it.
Look, I think given what's going on in this country, anytime we can read the words and say
this
the
lady
words
here.
and racism, we should. Because right now, as we speak, Latino immigrants are being terrorized. And everybody's being treated and seen as if we were criminals and rapists. DEI programs are being rolled back, not just in the federal government, but corporations are taking their lead from Donald Trump, and they are ending those programs. Clubs for LGBTQ, for Latinos, for African Americans in schools like West Point are being taken away. So let's, each of us, take the message of end racism and internalize it and channel it, and let us go out there and end racism and fight against racism and speak up against racism.
Now, I know you're going to think I'm crazy, but I have a funny feeling that the choose love that they've put in now is a message to all the folks who don't think they're loved, who don't think anybody's paying attention. I think it's because as crazy as the NFL is, sometimes they are very subtle in the stuff that they do, and I think
that's a different take.
And I've been thinking about it during the course of the day because why that phrase? Why choose love? You know,
especially when the transgender community is under attack by the
administration.
administration.
And especially since last year's Super Bowl ran all those horrific ads and all those lies about people, and people believed it.
Yeah.
So maybe this is their way,
the subtle messaging
of saying, listen, we might have made a mistake, but and it's not them because they're not choosing what commercials you buy the time and you can put anything up there. But maybe that's what it is. I'm gonna
choose
both. I'm gonna choose both.
Can we get back to this real quick? Just think about this. Think about this for a minute, y'all. I want you to pay attention to what I'm about to say. If the messaging works, which one do you think is most applicable and most encompassing of what people should be behaving like? Choose love or end racism? If you end racism, that don't mean you end transphobia or homophobia or whatever they call it. That don't mean you end all that other stuff. Racism ain't the only thing that's plaguing us. That don't mean you're going to stop being a murderer or a hater or a thug or none of that other stuff by ending racism. Choosing love means that if you are a racist, you choose to love your neighbor. That's more powerful than saying end racism. Is if you choose love, that's in every aspect of your life. That's the better message. But to them, being woke and racism is the more virtuous thing or the most politically correct thing to say if you're a liberal, but not anything in reality. Love covers everything. Every aspect is love. Your wife.
And y'all know that's one thing I preach on this channel. That's why I had to make a video on this. Because, you know, this I'd rather it says choose love. I'm just saying. And then we can argue that it shouldn't nothing be there. We just ought to keep it blank. The NFL. But this is where all this woke crap people are sick of. We are sick of all this wokeness. We have taken the garbage out, man.
When you're tired of it, love. Your kids, when they get on your nerves, want to throw one of them out the window. Love covers that. When your brother offends you, somebody steal from you, the way you work that through, like God told us to do, is love thy neighbor. That's the most encompassing message.
Amen.
Not in racism. I think more people in this country need love versus whether we worry about racism. Most people are not racist. Most people just sick of your stuff. You know, people treat me certain ways sometimes, man. I don't think it's because I'm black, man. I mean, they ain't come out and say I'm black. And to be honest, even if they did, who cares? Oh, you're gonna hurt me because you don't like black people. What, like, okay, there's one person out of 40 million people. Yeah. Anyway.
Shout out to my brother, man. What an amazing video. Well, let me know what y'all think of this, man. You know, but I love you guys. One love to the human race, and we're gonna keep spreading that love, man. And let me know who y'all got. Y'all got Philly. Y'all got them Chiefs. Let me know. I think the fix is in, and they're gonna be rolling on Taylor Swift. I said this last year and the year before. I told you. So you know, I think it's in, and but I do want either team to win, man. But the women on the spew, once again, never. It always gets lower and lower and low, lowest of the low. But I love y'all, and I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace and love, family.